Hey guys, Mariko Berg, Realtor with Virtual Real Estate Group, and today's neighborhood video I'm going to be breaking down Burke Mountain, which is in the northeast area of Coquitlam. This is a really personal sub area for me. My mom and my stepdad have lived here for the last 10 years, so I'm going to be giving you guys all that you need to know about the area in terms of types of homes, schools, outdoor areas, things to do, and most notably new development. This is a developing neighborhood, so keep in mind that this video, while it's entirely relevant today, could be changing and very different in the future, but it's safe to say that there's a lot going on in this neighborhood, and so there's a lot to learn. Let's get into it. Okay, getting into Burke Mountain real estate. For anybody that's looking to move here, you're definitely going to like this area if you value a newer product, because most of this area is built kind of like 2009, 2010 plus, with building all the way up until today and also under construction moving forward. So right now, the product that you're going to see is going to be townhouses and detached homes. So for the townhouses, you're often going to see a 2-story with a basement or a 3-story home, kind of in that like 1,400 square foot plus interior range. For the detached homes, you're going to see ones like the ones beside me here. So again, 2-story with a basement or 3-story homes. You're going to get a fully finished basement in a lot of situations, or a suite, which is going to be really helpful for anyone that needs a mortgage helper. As you can see too, in addition to the homes being newer product, they're also big. So the interior square footage of these detached homes is very consistently in the 3,000 to the 4,000 square foot range. But with that being said, the lot size is a little bit smaller based on the size of the house. You'll often see kind of like even in that 4,000 to 5,000 square foot lot size itself, with some anomalies on the upper end of that side of things too. So really, right now what you're going to see is townhouses and detached homes, but as I said, this area is very forward in terms of their development in the future. You're also going to see apartments, you're going to see extra commercial spaces, you're going to see an expansion of townhouse and detached product as well. So with all that being said, let's get into the new development side of things. The city of Coquitlam's vision for Burke Mountain is huge. And before we get into all that, I think it's important to start with the existing roadways that run Burke Mountain as it is today. And on the north-south side of things, you have Coast Meridian, which is the main road that way. West-east, you have 2 main roads. So you have David, that kind of runs through the middle of Burke Mountain. Then on the lower side, you also have Victoria, which quite literally borders Port Coquitlam. And so the relationship between Burke Mountain and Port Coquitlam is pretty intertwined as of right now, because in terms of schooling, you have existing elementary schools in the Burke Mountain area, so specifically Lee Elementary and Smiling Creek Elementary, with a few more coming up in the near future, but you don't have an existing middle school and secondary school as of 2021. So while this is approved and in the works, the middle school and secondary school are still needing to raise money for funding in general, and it's very hopeful that the schools will be ready kind of come 2024-2025. So parents and kids as of right now will go to middle schools like Coquitlam or Minikata and Terry Fox Secondary School in Port Coquitlam. In terms of like the area as a whole moving forward outside of schools, you're also going to see massive development and expansion just in the borders of Burke Mountain. You have the Northwest Burke Vision, which is definitely a really cool thing to look into on the City of Coquitlam's website. It's got a lot of information on it, way more than I can go into today, but essentially it's all the way up at the top of the existing part of Burke Mountain and kind of overarching around that upper area right now. More notably, which is really going to be the central hub of Burke Mountain in the future, is going to be Burke Mountain Village. So this is going to be extended out past David on the east side of Burke Mountain, and the idea for this area is really to have like a vibrant community. You're going to see an expansion of like the existing townhouses and detached homes in the area, also entering in new product for apartments, which is really exciting. You're going to see parks, you're going to see more commercial spaces, so grocery, retail, and you're really going to see like a massive community-based and rec center that we haven't seen here before. So it's really exciting for a lot of the people that are living here. Obviously a lot going on in terms of the commercial side of things, but from the real estate side of things, I think it's really important that when you're looking in this area, if you are looking to buy or move here, that you have a realtor that is familiar with both resale and pre-sale, because the procedures and the processes are very different. There's differences in taxes. As I said, there's differences in processes, and so that's something that you're going to want to look out for, because this is a strong, growing community with a lot of pre-sale opportunities, with great developers like Polygon and Mosaic, as you can see behind me here, Woodbridge Homes, and there's going to be a lot of expansion moving forward. Burke Mountain has no shortage of outdoor activities to enjoy. You've got 180 acres of existing active parks right now. Some of these that you might want to enjoy at this particular moment are Lee Park, which also has an off-leash dog area, Riley Park, Burke Mountain Pioneer Park, but you've also got 23 acres of future parks coming. So even though there's lots of new development in this area, the city has actually integrated a master plan for parks and green space to be a really integral part of this community. So for any outdoor lovers, you don't have to worry, it's not going anywhere. You've also got an active mountain biking community. You've got Pinecone Burke Provincial Park. You've also got Minikata, which has legitimate hiking trails like High Knoll, which I would say are actually pretty difficult based on personal experience. And then where we are right now is at the Triboulie Trail. So it's actually in Port Coquitlam, but as I said before, Burke Mountain on the lower side of things off Victoria borders Port Coquitlam. So you can easily enter the Triboulie Trail here, which is a 25-kilometer trail that you can bike along, that you can walk along, that you can walk the dog. It's a really, really great place to enjoy on a perfect fall day, just like this one here. But as I said, absolutely no shortage of outdoor spaces in this neighborhood or the surrounding areas. There's so much to enjoy, so get out and enjoy the outdoors. So as you already know, Burke Mountain is a newer residential area. So while they don't have a lot of commercial spaces right now outside of that Coast Meridian and kind of David intersection with some commercial options like a Shoppers Drug Mart, we are going to see a lot of future development of commercial spaces moving forward, specifically like the Burke Mountain Village that I talked about, kind of off of that David area on the eastern side of Burke Mountain. As of today's date, you are going to have to look outside of Burke Mountain for your main amenities and grocery stores. But the good news is that you have a lot nearby. You do have Prairie Mall, which is where we're at right now, which has the Save On Foods. You've also got really nearby access to Costco in Port Coquitlam and also the Fremont Village area, which has big retail spots like Walmart. Lots of restaurants as well. So there's a ton of options that are nearby, but I would definitely recommend having a car if you are thinking about moving to Burke Mountain, just because there's not a lot in terms of transit or immediate walkability outside of the amazing outdoor spaces that you do have. You do have a direct bus off of Princeton that will run straight into the SkyTrain station in Coquitlam, the closest being Lafarge Lake Town Center area. And then you also have various buses on Coast Meridian throughout the lower area of Burke Mountain that will then take you into Port Coquitlam Station, which doesn't have a SkyTrain station, but does have a West Coast Express. So in terms of transit, you are a little bit limited, but you still have accessibility to it. And it being in the furthest area of Coquitlam on the northeast area, I would definitely recommend a car.